If you're going to be great in life, you're going to have to learn how to deal with rejection. Every great salesman has heard no. Every ladies' man has heard no. Every business person has heard no. And when you get into the upper rungs of ministry, you're going to have, or when your ministry starts to flow, there'll be plenty of people ready to tell you no, that won't vibe with you, that don't like you because of that special thing that God has given you. So you're going to have to learn how to deal with rejection. I always love, my days at Temple of Deliverance were long ago, but I always love to hear how people tell what happened at Temple of Deliverance when I was sitting in Bishop Patterson's office when many of those great events happened. I hear people tell me how this went and how that went. And I said, I have to tell them, man, I was there. I was not dreaming. I was in the room. The late Bishop G.E. Patterson, for those that he did have a yearning for, some of the younger leaders in the church did not put us out. So we were there a whole lot of times when it all went down. But one of the things, maybe I wasn't quite as good a politician as the elder Norris Kirk Gray, the adjutant overseer Antonio Miguel Buckley, or the bishop designate Gregory Martin Askew, who had the ability to navigate some of the tougher assignments with a little bit of flair. One of my tough assignments was being assigned to Bishop Patterson's door at times. And he would say, Smith, I don't want to see anybody, anybody, anybody. After that third time, I took the assignment in. That means he didn't want to see anybody. And I couldn't tell them that Bishop Patterson didn't want to see them. I just knew I couldn't let them in. So when they came to the door and they asked for apostle, it's a whole different thing in Temple Deliverance members back in that day. When they asked for apostle, that meant that was one of them high-ranking Holy Temple members that's been with them since day one. And how dare you, you brand new elder, stopping me from talking to apostle. And all I could say is, I can't let you in. Oh boy, that would get them so mad. So mad. They would get, oh man, one of them was even thought, they've told me about you. I've heard this about you. All I was doing was following orders and following instructions. I can't let you in. That's all I would say. I wouldn't say Bishop Patterson says I can't let you. I just say I can't let you in. And then I guess over time, that righteous indignation rose in me. I said, here we are with one of the most consequential preachers of the 20th century. And you want to come in, truly, 5 minutes before his sermon and tell on another member. Now, when he goes out on a Sunday, there were preachers, honestly, from other states that took a whole Greyhound bus or two with their whole congregation just to hear him on a Sunday morning. So every Sunday at Temple of Deliverance back in the day was lights, camera, action. And again, we're with one of the most consequential preachers of the 20th and 21st century. And you want to tell what Deacon so-and-so is doing with, I'm going to stop before I get in trouble. And so I just said, you can't go in. So that's the Temple of Deliverance story sometimes that you don't hear. Somebody has to take the tough assignments. Somebody has to take the baggage. I wasn't necessarily a politician all the time because, again, one of the most consequential preachers in our last 100 years. And you want to tell on somebody 3 minutes before lights, camera, action. No, he can't see you. And sometimes it was a little more stronger than that. But look, all of you cup holders, I've never been an adjutant, not a part of the agency. But if you're going to be a cup bearer, if you're going to be an aide, armor bearer, adjutant, or whatever, you have a mission set by the leader. Of course, you be nice to the saints, but nobody says that you have to tolerate foolishness. Just be firm in what you say and just say, no, you can't see him. That's it. And my no meant no. So look, that's sometimes part of the story. That means you can't be a politician at all times. You protect the leader's name, you protect the leader's rank, you protect the leader's standing. But hey, you're going to take all the hits. And many times when you take all the hits, boy, they get pretty hot with you. I had some people that would say, I only heard tongues from them every time I knew. They were always in an open relationship with God. But when I told them they couldn't get in, boy, they used some tongues, and I ain't never heard them. There wasn't no Holy Ghost tongues. Some of them used some other tongues. So look, you gotta learn how to deal with rejection. Sometimes I wouldn't want anyone to aspire to any great height until they know how to firmly deal with rejection. Be blessed. Thought this would help.